Hi, this is Casey from CaseyConrad.com, and today we're going to be talking about phone skills and specifically making messages work. You know, I get asked a lot in training, Casey, do I leave messages? Because I'm getting voicemail all the time. Well, there's a lot of confusion about whether you should, but I want to talk specifically today about follow up phone calls. So I'm not talking about cold calls, I'm talking about follow up phone calls. And if you're making a follow up phone call, yes, you want to always leave a message. And there's some reasons for it. So I want to get into that and the strategies that you're going to follow that'll give you a greater success rate. Number one, set the stage. This is a follow up situation. So you should have a specific date and time to be calling the person, right? And if you've listened to my sales training videos, my free sales training videos at healthclubsalestraining.com, you know my rule. Never, ever, 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 never let a prospect leave or get off the phone with you if it's another a follow-up situation without establishing a clear course of contact, right? That's step 8. Whether you're on the phone or whether you're in person, you're still going, in essence, through the steps, okay? So you should have a specific date and time to follow up. If you don't, you're just being a pain in the butt, okay? Step 2, you want to be professional. And that means you're following through with a scheduled call. You better call back at the right time, okay? They may not pick up the phone, and that's okay. We're going to talk about that. But call at the scheduled time. Be confident, right? I mean, you're doing your job. You're doing what they basically said, yes. Call me, and you're going to walk them through that, what day, what time, etc., what phone number, but you need to be confident. You don't want to sound wishy-washy like, oh, I'm sorry. No. Hey, it's Casey. We had a time, I scheduled to call you tonight at 7:15. It's 7:15. I'm sorry I missed you. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Be clear. Okay? Don't babble. If you have to pre-script what you're going to say out, pre-script it, but don't get on the phone and start hemming and hawing. Set expectations. If they don't answer the phone, let them know what your next move is. I'll try to get you tomorrow night at the same time. Okay? Again, if they don't pick up the phone, you're still going to follow step 8, which set a clear course of contact. Okay? So you want to make sure you let them know what's coming next. And finally, have fun. I'm kind of crazy when I leave people messages. I'll do funny things and I'll say, it's like the 5th time I've called back and I say, this is your conscience calling. Why are you blowing me off? It depends on the person, of course, right? But just have some fun with it. Now, number 3, use multimedia. And what I mean by that is some people don't want to talk to you on the phone. And this is particularly true if they're still in the decision-making process, because saying no to you over the phone is much more difficult than maybe through another medium. So send them an email. Use Facebook or LinkedIn. Hey, why not make them a short video with a flip video or a webcam? It's so easy to do today that there's no reason you shouldn't be using it. And I always say, make these things interactive and interesting, and you're going to get a better response rate. It's much more fun calling someone back who's fun than someone who's really stiff and boring, right? Number 4, have a reason. Sometimes it's difficult to keep calling someone back. Oh, I'm just calling back to see what's happening. No, have a reason for calling. Invite them to a specific event. I wanted to tell you about this, what was going on. I know we haven't connected yet. I'll try to give you another call next week or whatever it is. Send them something in the mail and then follow up to ensure they got it. Or say, hey, I thought of you when this and this happened, okay? And finally, be consistent, right? In the past, marketers said it would take 3 to 5 contacts before someone actually makes a decision. I think it can be twice that today, all right? So make sure that you're consistent with every follow-up. You set that expectation and give them an out, right? Tell them, hey, if you don't want me to call again, just leave a message on my voicemail. And finally, keep calling until they say no. Jay Abraham said to me once, keep sending them stuff until they either buy or say to you, stop sending me this stuff, okay? So if you follow those rules, you're going to have a lot more fun, you're going to be a lot more confident, and you're going to have more success with your follow-up. If you have questions, Casey's Health Club Training at yahoo.com. Thanks for joining.